Through the Fassi family album, and one finds photos of Carlo with his students, far removed from the ice, and long after their competitive careers. Carlo always told Krista not to become too involved with their students, but he never followed his own advice.
You know, he made me feel part of his family. I really felt as though his family was my family.
When I used to stay at their house for like 1 or 2 weeks, if I wanted to go out, I always have to ask him, and we'd say, 10 o'clock, you have to be back. So they were also like my parents.
As I got older, you know, he was even more of a father. You know, you want to know who are you dating and who are you going out with all the time, and, you know, where are you going, and if I'd go down the hill, he wanted me to call him to make sure I got it down okay, and just stuff like that.
Fassi was as dedicated to his sport and his skaters as any coach, but he still found time for his wife, children, and grandchildren, and that created balance in his life.
Well, I think he wasn't obsessed with being a coach. He was a wonderful husband and father that, you know, he was always looking forward to going home and being with his kids and being with Krista, and they had such a nice, wonderful, normal life outside of skating.
Fassi was legendary for his storytelling, and his children and grandchildren were a constant source of pride.
I've heard from a lot of people that they said, oh, he just talked about you and your kids and Ricky and his kids endlessly, and that really touches my heart because, you know, I knew how much we meant to him, but to know that he was out there bragging to the whole skating world about us, that kind of is really sweet.
And in recent years, his grandchildren provided him with a new audience.
He was a prankster his whole life anyway, so I think having a new audience was exciting for him. He could use all the stories that we all knew already on a new group, and they would laugh.
He loved being a grandfather. He was a great grandfather. I mean, all his grandkids were the light of his life. They really were.
And here is the table of honor, the family of Carlo Fassi, his children, Riccardo, Monica, and Lorenzo, and their families, and his wife, Krista. When we return, 1995 national champion and world bronze medalist, Nicole Bobak.